Hi there. How many times have I overdone this joke? Probably not. So, hi, do you guys remember me? Probably not. I mean, your ancestors probably did watch me. See, the joke here is that I upload once every millennium. But anyways, now that you're here, glad to see you, by the way. Nice work watching my videos. Thanks, I appreciate it. Now that you're here, welcome to IPL, the internet's favorite cricket show. Not really. Okay, so to get straight to the point, we're going to be talking about the Rajasthan Royals. Right, I'm going to try to keep this video a bit on the shorter side. I feel like that can attract more viewers. So yeah, let's start. The Rajasthan Royals have a pretty balanced team, but they have a lot of overseas players to choose from. So maybe my selection of players for the starting 11 might not be what you think, might not agree with your thoughts. But if they don't, be sure to leave your thoughts in the comments below. I'm not trying to offend anyone by not picking anybody. I'm just saying what I think they would pick realistically, who they would pick realistically. Anyway, let's start. So, the two openers, we have Ajinkya Rahane and we have Darcy Short. I don't know if I'm going to put the pictures there or not. If I did, great job. These two, I think they'd make a great opening pair. Darcy Short is the attacking kind. He was introduced into international cricket recently in the Tri-Series, T20 Tri-Series in Australia and New Zealand. He's a hard-hitting batsman, while Rahane is a more calm batsman. He can lead the innings, he can be the anchor, he can play the anchor role. So I think he'd be a great choice for an opening batsman. Then one down, of course, my man Steven Smith, probably the best test match batsman of the modern era, at least playing right now. So he hasn't been doing that well in limited overs cricket though, but I have a feeling he can come back into form, and his captaincy would be a much needed boost for the Rajasthan Royals coming back after 3 years. 2 years of not playing really. So that's one down, Steven Smith. Two down, of course, I would pick Jos Buttler. Now, Buttler is a number 4 batsman for my choice, as this is the T20 format, and I've seen the Tri-Series, sometimes he doesn't click. And if he doesn't click in this case, you have big hitters down the order who can make up for it. Coming to that later, by the way. But what I'm thinking is, if you put Buttler at 4 and give him the license to hit big from the get-go, he can do so without having to worry about anchoring the innings, especially if people come below him. Although being a number 4 can be a hard position, as you've lost 2 quick wickets, or you're in the pressure to accelerate. So there's rarely a chance for a calm position at number 4, but I think Buttler would do the best job. 3 down, of course, Ben Stokes. Ben Stokes, the English all-rounder, recently made a comeback for England against New Zealand in the ODIs. He is an important addition to this side for the Rajasthan Royals, as he would provide both a bowler and a batsman to them, as most all-rounders do. But in this case, Stokes is a genuine all-rounder. He's not to me, he doesn't seem like a batting or bowling all-rounder. He can do both equally well, and that's what's great about him. So I think he slot in pretty well at number 5, coming after Buttler. So yeah, I mean, they technically could switch the two, but I think Stokes is a more number 5 than a number 4. Okay, that's that. 4 down. 4 down was it was a hard choice for me, to say the least. I wanted to include Rahul Tripathi in the side. Do you remember Rahul Tripathi? He was great for the Rising Pune Supergiant last year, but I don't know if he'd slot into number 4 well. They could possibly actually keep Tripathi at 4 instead of Butler and move Butler down to 6 or something. But as I said, I don't know whether Tripathi will go well at number 4 rather than being an opener. So maybe he can be a replacement opener for if Rahane or Darcy Short gets injured. But at number 6, I'm going to keep options. So there's either Rahul Tripathi or there is Stuart Binney. Stuart Binney, all-rounder. Now he's underrated like a lot. But I've seen his performances for Karnataka. Even though his batting has not been in the best form, he gets wickets when required. He doesn't need to bowl all his 4 overs out, He can just bowl 1 or 2 overs and get some wickets. Especially with the new ball. He can swing the new ball, which is brilliant in this format at least. So that's why, according to me, I think Binney may surpass Tripathi and come into the 11. 5 down, we have the man, I don't know if you've heard of him, Mahipal Lomror. He was a key part of the Indian under-19 team when they had the World Cup in 2016. He is an all-rounder. He's a left-hand batter and a left-hand spinner, orthodox. So he's I think he'd be another pretty good addition to the side. If he can bat at number 7, he can hit a few shots. That's what's good about him. He can hit a few good shots, and he can slot into bowl a couple of overs. Now, as you can probably already tell, the Rajasthan Royals have quite a few bowling options, and we haven't even gotten into the actual bowlers yet. Darcy Short can bowl. Who else? Smith can bowl. Steve Smith can bowl. Before you say anything, he started off as a leg spinner before becoming a batsman. Think about that for a while. He was a number 8 batsman, like a bowling all-rounder. So think about that before you say anything about his bowling. So Darcy Short can bowl. Smith can bowl. There is who else? Ben Stokes. Of course, Mahipal Lomror. See, we already have 4 bowling options, albeit mostly part-time. Actually, 3 of them, except Smith, they can bowl. Darcy Short can bowl, his off brace is pretty useful. So, we already have 4 bowling options. But at 8, that's 6 down, we have Shreyas Gopal. Shreyas Gopal, he is, to me, a quality leg spinner. In the recent Vijay Hazare Trophy, the Indian domestic ODI league, not ODI, listed, that is domestic 50 overs cricket, he bowled economically and got wickets. So I think that would be a perfect thing for his side as you get another spinner. On the similar lines of Shreyas Gopal is the next player in at 9, 7 down, Krishnappa Gautam. He's also a Karnataka player. He bowls off spin, and he was very economical in the Vijay Hazare Trophy. I noticed that, and I was like, oh my god, he could be very good in a T20. So I think when I saw him in the Rajasthan team before this, when I was trying to prepare this video, I was like, why wouldn't he be in the team? Let's just put him in. He would fit in easily. So I just put him at number 9. If you notice here, I'm putting Karnataka players. It's just because I've seen how they performed in the Vijay Hazare Trophy. I noticed that was while my exams were going on, by the way. In the small little free time that I got, I took a look at it, and I realized that he's a pretty good bowler. So that's why all these 3, Binney, Gopal, Gautam, all pretty good. Now, without further ado, at number 10, Jaidev Unadkat. Now they better put him in the team. They spend what, 11.5 crores on that guy. Yeah, for 11.5 crores. Oh man. Ooh, why would you spend so much money? Oh well. He was probably because he was very good last year. Last year he bowled economically. He was great at the depth, and he ended up what? Wasn't he the highest wicket taker last year? Okay then. So yeah, that's why I think he'd be very good for this team, and he better be there considering how much money they spent on him. And you get another fast bowler, so it's a plus. Of course, in a number 11, you can't forget him, Dhawal Kulkarni. He is also a very good pace bowler. He can swing the ball. So we have Binny and Kulkarni who can swing the ball. So he'll be great with the new ball. If I think correctly, they would rather bowl his quota before the 15th over, like all his 4 overs finish, like maybe a 3 over spell to start with, and then 1 over in the middle overs. I don't suggest bowling them at the death though. I think they already have pretty good bowlers to bowl at the death, so they don't need that, right? I don't know, just my thought. You don't have to criticize it. I'm just here. So that was my take on the Rajasthan Royals team. Now, if you aren't blind and if you've watched my previous videos, I've returned to my old setup. Except you guys would know this. You remember this angle? Yeah, because the what I used to record with, it was on a high ground there, like around there it used to be. So that's why I had to stand to record, but I was tired today, so I decided to sit. I got this chair. It may not be able to do this, but it can do this. Oh wait, shoot. Yeah, there you go. See that? It went lower. And it can do this. Came up high again. See? And this isn't even $3.99, so think about that, Mr. PewDiePie. Alright, so that's it from me today. Go ahead and leave a like if you like the Rajasthan Royals. Also leave a like if you don't like the Rajasthan Royals. Leave a like if you like cricket in general. Leave a like if you watch this video. So that's enough from me. I'll return next century. You'll see me with another IPL video. Gonna go back into my cave now. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.